We're back. We're back at number 6. Thanks for tuning in again. As I said, number 6. If you're on YouTube, hello to all the cameras here.
Ni hao.
If you're listening on iTunes, thanks so much for downloading us. We've got a good little program actually today with my nearest and dearest brother from another mother. They say with Kizza. Kizza, how are you, mate? What's been going on this week?
I'm furious, to be honest, Kev.
Oh, jeez.
Furious. I'm coming in hot.
Why? What's wrong?
I'm not having it.
Why? What happened?
Megs and Harry, they've had their baby, which everyone's been waiting on bated breath for.
Yep.
I just feel like they're stepping on your territory. You've just had a baby. Let you have some time.
Funny you say that. I feel exactly the same way.
Yeah, fuck them.
The cowards. Not one person has got
Face me.
Oh, I bet they'll call him young Bryson 2.0 or something.
Bryson the third.
What do you think they'll go with? It'll be something regal, won't it?
I checked Sportsbet last night because I'm partial to a flutter.
Yeah, really. Have you thrown a couple of GGs on it? Or?
Not yet, because they're all about equal price. No one has any idea. It's Alexander was the favourite on Sportsbet.
That's a nice name.
$4 something, and then it's all like Henry and Arthur, and it's like, oh god,
yeah.
Can we throw something different in there?
Do you reckon he'll call him Diana?
It's something different.
Yeah,
it's very gender neutral.
It's kind of not, isn't it?
It's kind of
the other way.
Yeah, it is very much the
other way. Well, that was
way.
back in the day. They used to actually dress boys in pink.
Did they?
Yeah, that was like back in even our parents' day, like the 50s and stuff like that, when kids were born. Right. It was pink.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, I want to know more.
I don't know. You think I'm bringing a ton of research to this bloody show?
You're coming in with hot facts, and I'm questioning you.
I've got a lot of facts, mate. Got nothing to back it up. I can tell you whatever you want, but as soon as you question, gone.
I know nothing.
Yeah, I know nothing. Yeah, I got no idea. No idea.
I'm happy for them, but the constant coverage, it's like, when's it going to be here? I think she's had it. Has she had it? It's like,
yeah. The thing that does my head in, to be very honest, is she is not the only woman who's ever given birth, and Kate was the same. And it's like, how much help would they have? Firstly, all of the help.
Yeah,
all of the help, and they'd have all the support there. They'd had, I saw William came out and said, "Oh, welcome to the club of no sleep."
Mate.
Pig's ass, mate.
Come on,
Wills.
Wills.
What, no sleep because you've been up all night telling everyone what to do? Go and look after that baby, would you? They'd have a wet nurse on call. They'd have 3 wet nurses on call ready for this.
Yeah, we don't buy it, but just the Royals in general, and people froth over them, and I'm just like, please give me a break. But when they made Kate come out, like literally an hour after giving birth, that she had to be all made up, I'm like, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Stop.
It's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah, what are you, a footballer's wife? Just relax. I've got to get my followers up.
She's an influencer.
Oh, influencer. Don't get me started on influencers.
No, I just thought it's a little bit it's stepping on your moment, but you've had 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, so you've had your time.
Blissful sleep every night in the spare room.
What about if they were listening to us in the... Where are they? They're not in like Windsor Castle. Where are they?
Oh, mate, I don't know.
Wherever they are.
Underground with James Bond, I think.
In some luxurious like chateau.
A birthing suite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if they were listening.
Well,
Megs.
Hazza.
Megs.
Yeah.
I love that someone today was referring to it as Prince Harry and Meghan off suit. No. Rachel off Suits. It's really just laying the boot in about not giving her a proper title.
Well, it'd nearly be that fake Nazi and that chick from Suits.
How quickly do people forget about his carry-on?
I know, because he does a few good things with some, people overseas in Africa, and everyone's like, oh, he's a saint.
He's followed the footy player. They do a few like hospital visits, and it's like, all's forgiven about that drink driving.
I know, yeah, this is true. I've done some community service. Yeah, bro, you're getting paid $40 million a year to do community service.
Unbelievable.
You're literally getting taxes to do community service.
If you, it's not just 1 or 2 things. He had a whole rap sheet that he was just, each week it was like, what's he done now?
Yeah.
The Vegas incidents.
Well, he's got a real, I was reading a thing today actually, he's got a real hatred for media because obviously what happened to his mum, which fair enough, So he has this mad hatred for the media. So he doesn't want, they've gone against tradition and they haven't put particular things in the birth notice and they're not going to do the first photograph and all this sort of stuff. Yeah. And they think that he's basically going, well, fuck you to the media.
Yeah, big finger.
Yeah, so the media are a bit like, oh, what about us? So...
Yeah, it's toxic though because they do need them to, like, they feed off the media as much as the media feeds off
in a
them.
world of social media now? Like
Well, they can take the power, yeah.
Yeah,
but
they can kind of let people into their world a little.
Are they?
Yeah, they just got on.
It.
Yeah, they just got on, which would be a strategic move. Things that happen like that would be.
Yeah. So H is like the Kim Kardashian of the Royals, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think so. He's got the sex tape. Who'd be the Kylie?
This is
one of the inbred cousins, maybe.
Beatrice or whatever.
Beatrice.
Eugenie and Beatrice.
Yeah.
That's Kendall and Kylie.
They just dead set sound like characters out of a storybook, don't they?
I think they legit are.
Far out. I couldn't imagine them getting 140 million followers just quietly. I don't think they've got the rig for it.
I've had enough. Stop talking about them. I'm over them. I hate
why
the royal
don't
family.
you? I was just thinking, like with social media, why don't you become a social media influencer? Because
I am
one of my most hated.
I got like 350 followers.
Have you really?
350.
See, on my personal one, I think I've only got like 100 followers.
Yeah, I could.
I'm more of a leader.
Instantly cut 150 people, like friend of a friend of a friend, or someone I went to primary school with.
Yeah, I'm not interested because also I've got like photos of like my kids and no one cares. No one fucking cares about.
Goes back to my point last week. Like,
yes,
it becomes a fun collage of your life, and then it's just.
But it's all fake. It's all fake.
Yeah.
Like,
did you see the girl that faked the whole Coachella thing?
No.
So I think she went there prior,
really,
or after. And when Coachella is just literally grass and desert, nothing, and it has the same mountains obviously in the background.
Yep.
So there's not a single person there because it's in the 4 or 5 hours away from LA.
Yep.
And then she's photoshopped it all in the background. So she sits on the ground and does the poses of like peace signs and all that as if she's having
with the round shiny sunnies.
Yeah, and then like the glitter and the crazy outfits.
Yep.
And then I think she photoshopped in or went back and took the photo or someone's photos and put her superimposed on it and looked legit. And she looked like she was having a great fun.
Did she do it for a laugh, or did she legitimately trying to sort of?
I don't know if she was trying to mess with the system and how
screw the system, man.
Yeah, like a big finger to the system and how just ridiculous that whole culture is.
It's mental.
Unless she legitimately wanted people to think she was there and went to those lengths.
It's one of the funniest things that's happened over the last sort of 5 or 6 years is. The currency and your self-worth, especially for these influencers, the amount of free shit they can get is based purely on how much arse they show to get however many followers.
Yeah, it's a bit, That's
and
the economy we live in.
Well, and they say, I'm actually an entrepreneur.
No, you're not.
No, you're not, bitch. Steve Jobs was an entrepreneur. Like, if Instagram crashed, firstly, he'd probably buy it and then restart it again. But if Instagram or Facebook crashed, his business... it wouldn't change.
The ShamWow guy's an entrepreneur.
The ShamWow, he's going to do all right.
He's doing well.
Yeah, she's just a whore who wants a holiday in the Maldives.
I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, what's your business model? I created a login one night.
For free.
And that's it.
Yeah, for free.
For free.
And I sort of go around to places that have nothing to do with what I actually do.
Yeah.
And just take photos of my bum.
Yeah, pretty much. Which we're not
But
totally
then actually
against.
what I do is I get quotes and I post those quotes on top of the person that didn't say it.
Oh, yeah.
Unreal.
Would you, if, who was it? Was it Canada got rid of the likes or something with it?
I think they're trialing it.
No likes and no followers. And it's like...
I think people will be hating it.
I think that... Well, because the like is, in a business sense...
It's currency.
It's currency because if you don't know, then how many people are they reaching? So
I think they could say for like business enabled accounts, you could see in the back end of it. Somewhere.
Yeah,
but then also it's like, well,
yeah, but it's the
point?
whole thing of seeing the photo and then seeing 160,000 likes or something or views.
Yeah.
And it's just like
I think if you're under the age of 25, you don't get to see any likes or your number of followers. And if you're older than 25 and you still can't handle it, just delete your account.
I weirdly thought about it and I was like, I might be more inclined to post. And I don't post for likes because I don't really have anything to post because I'm not doing anything interesting.
Yeah.
Except a podcast.
Except for this bad boy. I must say though, sometimes I do look at photos and go, oh, how many likes did I get?
Yeah.
4,000. Well, that's not very much.
It goes back to that thing. I was having a conversation the other day about how the money that's spent on working out the algorithm, but and it's same with like poker machines and things like that, and games on iPads for kids. The amount of it's like $1 billion industry working out what clicks with like your brain and what can make endorphins happen, and then and those sorts of things.
Yeah.
And apparently the color of Facebook and the red. I always think, well, it's blue and white Facebook. But why is it a red notification?
Yeah, because red's an aggressive colour.
And it's like as soon as you see it, it's like a bull to like. It's just like what? It's like they've got me straight away, and they spend so much money on that.
Yep.
And when someone plays a pokey, and the reason they keep going and
going,
the sounds, the colours, they were explaining how when a reel drops on a pokey, there's a little sound.
Oh, okay.
And it's like.
Like Pavlov's dog, isn't it? Training.
It's ridiculous, and so there's an industry built in getting people addicted, and that's fine.
Yeah, but then you've got everyone going, let's help the people who are addicted.
Yeah,
sure. There's another industry.
Cut out the idiot that's addicted. Get rid of the people who are addicting them, and you'll be sweet.
But look, I'm of the opinion, hey, if you want to go and slap a quick pineapple in the pokies, do it. Yeah, you know. But as long as the old wife and kids can have dinner that night,
as long as people are going without.
No, come on, babe. Trust me, I'm good for it. I'm good for it. And
if it's not 10:30 when you're waiting at the doors for the Ari to open,
that's right. Yeah. The gecko, they're like hands on the window.
Gamble responsibly.
You guys opening yet? And all they can get is orange juice because it's too early to get a beer.
Haven't tapped the kegs yet.
That's right. Yeah, the guy in the truck still bringing him in from. G'day, Jono. How are you, mate? Same place? Yeah, bring him through, buddy.
It's great. Kim K on the radio the other day. She picks and chooses, but she can get up to $1 million a post.
I heard this. It's mental. I think Kylie gets more.
Yeah, which is weird how she's come out on top.
Fucking unbelievable, isn't it?
Listeners, go and do yourself a favour and look at the old episodes of their show, or Kylie when she was like, I don't know, 17, 18, as opposed to now. It's a funny watch.
Do you mean when she looked like a seahorse?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
She looked like an actual greyhound.
I haven't had any work
I think a greyhound had thicker lips than she did.
Yeah, they're tiny.
Let's just say she looked a lot like her dad.
Yeah. Dangerous territory. There should be an alert, Kev. Have you got an alert built in there?
No, I haven't. Because I bloody get behind what I say, mate.
Vegans are one thing that we can go in on, but oh shit, we're in.
I didn't say anything bad.
No, you're sweet. Yep.
I didn't say anything bad.
No, but do yourself a favour and go have a watch because it's pretty damn funny. But yeah, I just think that people would melt down if they took the likes off.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how long it's going to last because at the end of the day, they're business models that are built around generating income off advertising and things like that because you want the ads to get your followers to then get your likes. So if they're not showing followers and they're not showing likes, you know what it is? I just think it's a big company virtue signaling going, we're doing the right thing. So I think they've just got to be seen to be doing the right thing.
Maybe it's just such a well-oiled machine and they're a bit stagnant and they're like, we're going to try this and it doesn't last, or they don't even do it we start talking about it.
We're talking about it. We're talking about it.
On this massive podcast. You know?
But I look at Instagram, like this podcast doesn't have a Facebook. It doesn't need one. Facebook, to me, I honestly think in the next couple of years, it's just going to be Mavis looking at pictures of grandchildren. It's
kind of a bit like that. Well, my mum's overseas right now with Dad, and that's literally, she does that. It's just to keep her 20 followers, which is pretty much her family, just up to date what they're doing, which she could do it on Instagram, but it seems to be what it is, or businesses like sport-based things, or
like clubs and things.
Clubs and things, but
it's boring. Like I just get on there now and I go, all right, ad. That's it. So I go straight to Insta and I just get who I follow.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. And people as we try and do on our Instagram, we try and sort of post as much as we can without being annoying. But people are trying to make good content and witty memes and
why don't
whatever.
You go scantily clad on our Instagram and might get some more followers?
I don't think I have the breasts for it.
I do. Do get creative in Photoshop and superimpose.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I might.
They're the best though. When people Photoshop trying to have a Kim K ass, and the door in the background is all warped.
Well, even she's been guilty of that.
Yeah, definitely.
She's absolutely been guilty of that. But anyway, it's number 6. As I've said many times before, jump on our Instagram, give us a follow. if you can jump over to our YouTube, we put a heap of stuff on there actually every week. We cut down our clips. We put them up in little bite-sized chunks. You can go and watch the full episode if you want.
If you want to watch us.
Yeah, if you want to really check us out,
you can zoom in.
There's a zoom function. But yeah, we'll get stuck into things, Kizza.
Sweet.
Cool.
Kevin, I said I was coming in hot.
Sup, dog?
So hip.
I do have my fresh new denim jacket on.
Yeah,
which I haven't had one compliment from you yet. Thanks a lot. Haven't even noticed.
How many lambs went into that thing?
None. It's ethically sourced.
Oh.
Yeah.
You look warm, quietly.
Thank you.
Stop it.
Thank you very much. Come here for a cuddle now, you big brute.
We all normally don't look at each other in the eye like that. But
I held eye contact a touch
we
long.
They just...
Yeah. And then we both looked to the side and then
we both adjusted mics.
Yeah. And that is a metaphor for something.
No, stop getting me off track. I'm coming in hot. I want to bring up
what's wrong?
A ruse, a scam.
Yeah, right. That sounds good.
That Naomi has fallen prey to, I'm sure, all young women across the country.
Okay.
And I'm fighting for them.
What's it, plaguing our nation by the sound of things?
Plaguing our nation. It's... Have you ever heard the term spend and save?
Have I ever?
It's bullshit.
Kizza. I have many opinions on many subjects.
Spend and save, for anyone listening that doesn't understand, is...
Or what I call spend and spend.
Spend and spend.
Yeah.
And they just get more gear, but they're just spending a hell of a lot more. Is you spend $100 and you save 10%. Or if you go and spend $50 more, you'll get saved 20%.
It's a tiered system.
Exactly. So, standard business model. A lot of people do it.
Pyramid scheme in reverse.
Women are falling prey to this. We don't have it. It's not like we buy...
You know what?
Golf clubs don't go... I mean, women play golf, but just using your hobby.
If we bloody let them.
Shit.
The only thing I can think of is Bob Jane T-Mart have a buy 3 tyres, get the 4th one free.
Everyone's buying
dickhead,
tyres.
Of course I'm going to get the 4th one.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to limp around?
I just want 3. No, well, you've got 4 tyres. No, I want 3.
I only want 3, mate.
I'm going to have the ball one longer and I'll think about it.
I'm not into deals. Yeah. Something's going on.
Yeah. But say you buy your irons, and if you spend $50 more and get a putter, you'll save 20%. But if you go and buy the bag, you'll save 30%.
No,
we don't have anything like that.
No, not really. It's more of like a... Yeah, buy your irons. If you spend $50 on your putter, you'll get a $50 putter.
Exactly. I don't know.
There's nothing. Yeah.
There's a shop, and I will name names. I'm coming in hot, like I said. Country Road. I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Witchery.
Yeah.
What's the home? Adair's.
Emphasis on the country road.
But they all fall prey to it, and I was like, oh, this is just a me thing at home, and Naomi's got some deals and try to say. Then she spun the thing. Look, it was my birthday, so I got a $20 voucher for my birthday.
They send a voucher.
They
exactly.
send a voucher,
yes.
and then but I'm a silver tier platinum member.
Yep.
So I went up into the gold tier,
yep.
and I also saved $20 that way.
Yep.
Plus, I spent $100 and saved this, but
yep.
then I spent $150 because I already had 2 $20 vouchers. So I only spent $10 more to get $50
yep.
worth. And my head's exploding.
Yeah, you've got gold, silver, or bronze.
Yeah.
Gold is biggest sucker.
Yeah.
Medium is silver.
Sucker.
And bronze is third sucker.
Spend some money, tight ass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But I thought it was just me that I was like, is there anyone else? Like, is this a thing? And then I walked into your house the other night and I've said, oh, we have those tea towels. And I was like, oh, and that clock. And Jess goes to me, yeah, was it Adair's? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, Noam said something about some bullshit spending. So she's like, yeah. I spent $100. And I was like, oh, no, it's sweeping. Yep. They're all affected.
Well, Jess says to me the other night, she goes, oh, I bought some clothes online from the Iconic. I said, oh, cool, that's awesome. She goes, guess how much I saved? And immediately I went, yeah, but how much did you spend?
Yeah.
She goes, I saved $300.
Jesus,
and
what did you spend?
Okay, say they had a 30% off sale. You've spent $1,000 in retail.
Yeah.
So you've spent $700. But she goes, oh, no.
Was any of that for you?
0.
Oh, okay.
She just had a baby. I was like, go for it.
Get it, girl.
Get yourself a new set of boots. So it was like, whatever. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
But the Country Road sham and scam it revs me so hard because she goes, "Oh, I buy one and I got the other half price." I said, "So you got 25% off."
Did you need the second one though?
Of course not. Or she'll go shopping with her mum on a Saturday and she'll talk her mum into buying something so she can get something half price.
See, that's where it's brilliant.
That to me is good.
Yeah.
I'm like, you do that.
Yeah.
You do that. That's just smart. That's what a guy would do. But you look at the difference between a girl's or a woman's wallet, purse, and you look at the difference between a guy's wallet or purse, whatever, and theirs are like 4 inches thick.
Yeah.
Ours are like a license, maybe a Medicare card if we care about
Debit,
ourselves.
maybe credit.
Yeah, maybe.
That's it.
And that's it. We can literally stick it in the back of our phone and off we go for a lovely night out.
Yeah.
But they go, right, okay, I need this, I need that. They, anywhere they go. I get fuel in the car. She goes, don't forget the Caltex card.
Yeah. And flybys.
Yeah, tap this. What, flybys that we never use? What have I got to spend? $85,000 so I can get like a Rolo?
A Toblerone.
Yeah, exactly. Fun size. It's just ridiculous. It's like Qantas points, frequent flyer points and things like that. Same deal.
I just wanted to bring it to the nation's consciousness. And
I think every bloke who has a missus who gets onto these loyalty programs is the same. I don't know. I'm just trying to think if I've ever been part of a loyalty... Drummond Golf. I'm part of their loyalty. I'm part of their loyalty program.
You know what they should do with all the money that they're saving? Buy better boyfriend chairs at the retail store.
Yes.
And ones that don't have them, I'm telling my partner not to shop there.
Sorry, got to go.
Got to go.
And then
can't stand.
Do you do the stand out the front, foot on the wall?
Yeah.
And you don't, but see, this is the trick. A lot of boyfriends get on their phone. Never get on your phone. Keep your eye contact on her.
Yeah.
She'll feel it and she'll get out of that shop quick smart. That's a boyfriend hack.
Who knows what's happening?
See, because I'm a husband now. I've been a husband for a few years.
You're a veteran.
I'm a veteran at this, so I've learned some tricks. So if you ever want to know,
oh mate, I just thought. I mean, to be fair, she looks banging when this cool stuff she's wearing. But then,
who, my wife?
Oh yeah, Jess too. Yeah, gnomes. But yeah, when I but then I won't even go into it. I was going to say the flip side when I buy something very innocent, I get hammered. But I just wanted to bring that to the nation's attention.
Yeah,
you're welcome. So husbands, boyfriends.
Yeah, we're onto you, country road.
Yeah, we're coming for you.
You better watch yourself.
You saw what we did to vegans.
Kizza, I've got a big question for you, and I think it will be familiar to a lot of people listening. Do you A, call from, or B, answer private numbers?
I don't call from one. I do answer. I can't help myself. I'm so curious to be like looking at it going, who is that? What's that? Got to get it.
You're intrigued.
Yeah, they get me. Even the last week on the pod, remember I had... My phone was here and I had a private number, but it was a FaceTime audio call. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And I was looking at it, I almost wanted to stop the pod and be like, what's this about? I'm so intrigued.
That's someone from Punjab who just accidentally doesn't know what they're doing. Yeah. They've got their list and they've accidentally hit the FaceTime
life
button.
Insurance for sure.
See, I'm, if it's my work phone, I'll answer it. And 99% of the time it'll be, cold calling or... the classic one, which I love. I'm just calling about your compensation that you're owed from your car crash. I love it. I love it.
Did you get the compensation?
I go for it. Do you know what I say? We're just calling about your car crash and your compensation that you're owed. And I say, oh, fantastic. Which one? Well, which one are you thinking? Well, I think...
all of them.
Exactly. I love it. To the point where they get so frustrated. I say, it's pretty annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty annoying.
Tables are turned.
Yep, I love it. I absolutely love it. But if it's, my private number, absolutely, like my own personal number, absolutely not. I'm not answering it.
Yeah, I don't want to sometimes, but I just can't help myself. But it did work where I was calling off a private number to my parents when I was younger. I had a flat battery, and you get like the roadside, and it came with a card, and I didn't have the card, so I needed the number of the
like the NRMA.
Yeah,
thing.
it was slightly. It was same thing. And my dad's just blocking me, not picking up.
What bloody answer on this?
Yeah,
it's bloody dinner time.
It's bloody one of those telemarketers. It's dinner time. And it's like, no, it's your son. He's stranded on the highway. Please pick up.
Did he eventually answer?
And then luckily,
or did he answer with attitude? Yes.
No, he would have if he did.
Yeah,
pick up.
yeah.
Then I had to call my brother and then then call him because it wasn't my phone because it had gone dead. So I was using someone else's and I was just like, this is a fucking shit fight. I don't know you. Thanks for letting me use your phone, but can you take it off private so my dad will pick up?
Yeah. Because I just think like, why are you calling me on private? Just text me like a normal person. What are you, the Night Stalker? Just relax, psycho.
Yes.
You know
what am I going to do with your number that you're so worried about?
And then the thing is too that if anyone who you kind of half know is calling you off a private number, they're being cheeky and they're being a bit sneaky and they're calling off private number for a reason. Usually because you don't want to talk to them and they know it. So they call you off private. You don't answer.
Hopefully,
you think I'll just let this go through to the keeper.
Yeah.
The answering machine will get this. The answering machine, righto. Sorry, 1994 just called. Leave a message.
That's
just running up the driveway to go and check the messages.
Seinfeld's the new hot sitcom on telly.
Oh my god, who are all these people?
What a throwback answering machine.
Jeez, the voicemail,
the wireless.
Yeah, bloody hell. Yeah, the voicemail will collect that, but then of course they don't leave a message. So,
but doesn't that do your head in?
No, not really.
Who is it?
I just think, great, one less phone call I don't have to make.
Is it that Nigerian prince that I've inherited money from?
Yeah, $200 squillion.
Yeah. You win money, he died.
You money win.
Yeah. I love how they word those emails. But the big one I know is teachers do it because if they've been calling parents, and I get that.
Because they're bloody cowards.
Show your face.
If you're going to suspend me, at least show me your number.
Yeah. I'll come for you. But I get that one. But then when my partner, she calls like of an afternoon, she's on her way home or something.
Yep.
I'm like...
Calling all the single dads.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I didn't think
just
about
touching base.
That's... So her house phone is private. And it's like the only person that uses house phone is
Do
her nan.
you have a house phone?
I don't. But her family home, where her nan lives... That has a house phone, and that's always private.
Yeah.
So it could be Nan.
Nan, of course,
and we
house phone.
don't want to leave Nan stranded. So I think that's probably conditioned me to do it. But
well, that's connected to a Medicare accessory that hangs around her neck in case she has a fall and she can press the button.
Yeah, exactly. So, I pick them up because I'm super curious and I can't help myself.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. See, I speaking about like the home phones, I just literally just jumped in my head then. I remember when I was younger, my sister and I we had like the communal home phone that was actually on a phone table in the you
remember those days?
In the living room back in the day.
Yeah.
And when it would go, it would be like a race. It was kind of like a novelty. You'd run to the phone and you'd want to answer it.
That's right.
So, you'd fly out there, pick up, you'd be hello, and then
you wanted to be the one, didn't you?
Yeah, and literally just pass it straight to your dad.
Kevin speaking.
Hello, this is Kevin. Hello, is this Mr. Bunting?
Ah, shit. Dad, it's a telemarketer.
Yes. Or they say, hello, ma'am. Oh, God damn it.
Damn it.
But I remember one day the phone rang and my sister and I, we'd both like come flying out of our rooms. And she shoulder barged me into the door jam. Like, really? Well, and she's not even a lesbian, so she nearly dropped me.
A hip and shoulder.
A hip and shoulder. She knocked me straight into the door jam. We had this big glass top hanging above the door jam.
Yeah.
Fell, smashed me straight on top of the head, split down the back of my ear, gave me like a mild concussion. But the most savage thing was, I'm like literally laying on the ground. She goes, hello.
No, not like, oh shit, I got to help my brother.
Just absolutely committed.
No, well, you it's a battle to the phone and you lost. So
what about back? If you'd call someone's home and they'd answer their phone with their own phone number.
Oh yeah, the old blokes that do that all the
They'd
time.
go 917-414.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, I know.
I dialed you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, mate. I just leant on the keys. Fucking hell, I hope this bloke tells me who I've called.
9174.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted 73.
Sorry,
Thanks,
mate. Sorry, mate. What was your number again?
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. You just called me.
Yeah.
No, I just leant on the phone, mate.
That goes back to last week with when you know you're getting old. If you start saying the number.
This is true. Yeah. Or last week, that just goes into the same people who had supper.
Yes.
Kizza, I've been dying to tell you a little story about what's happened, something that happened last week, the end of last week.
Yep.
As you know, back at work full-time as of Monday, which I'm not loving, but,
What's the alternative?
don't eat.
Yeah.
Don't eat. Lose the house. Get a drug addiction.
Oh, actually,
die.
I might like my job then.
Yes, exactly. So, but we were sitting there last week as a lovely little family of 4 now, excluding the pets. Family of 6 with the pets, and we live in a nice place. Like it's quite sort of there's sort of a bit of bush and there's bellbirds and all that.
It's a nice suburb,
so,
nice street.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot, and all of a sudden, we just heard the very real and distinctive call of the bogan having the domestic.
Oh,
native
over the fence, is it? Or
native to Australia.
So it was kicking off.
It was kicking off in a big way. Now, and I'm not one to have a joke about domestics, but I will have a joke about this domestic because it was the lady, let's call her Shazza.
It's probably, you put your house on it.
Absolutely.
Oh, she was
getting stuck.
Okay.
Fair square, chock-a-block, right into Mick.
Oh, no.
Mate, she was serving him up. And we did this, and I thought everyone must do this because the street fell silent. Even my dog went, ruh-roh. The street fell silent. And the first thing I said to Jess was, quick, turn all the lights off so we can peer out the window and they can't see us. We were loving it. It was
mute the telly. I've done that one.
Yeah, mute the telly, turn all the lights off because you know how it's really easy to see in when a house is lit up.
Yeah.
So we turned all the lights off quick. We got
and you don't want to risk her catching a glimpse of you because she's in the mood,
mate,
and she's going to come for you.
She would flog me. She would flog me because let's just. Can I paint a picture? 2-pack a day smoker. No, I'm just telling you how it is.
This is what I observed in the wild.
I'm just being a Hemingway and just using words to paint pictures. She's probably a 2-pack a day smoker. Mm-hmm. She's about the size of a small school bus.
Oh, shit.
And I think what had happened is old Mick, he might have gone outside the family nest.
The marital bed?
Yes.
Oh, fair dinkum.
I think so.
Oh, the one we hear near our house is just like him and her just swearing at each other, just really like angsty and like resentful.
Yeah.
This one's got actual like Dr. Phil.
This had a real sort of Jeremy Kyle type of storyline.
Ricky Lake.
Real Ricky Lake.
There's a throwback for you.
A real depth to the storyline. And we were in hook, line and sinker.
Wow.
And it just sort of started. You get that sort of that very subtle. You fucking know what I'm talking about, don't you? And then you hear.
Did you record it? Because that was pretty good from what I've heard.
It's as I told you, mate. It's the song of the bogan. It's the song of the bogan. They were blowing up.
You hear murmurs, don't you?
You hear the murmurs starting, yeah. A couple little slammed things and, fucking don't you talk. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And as I said, I wouldn't usually laugh about it, but I would laugh. Shaz was serving him.
Yeah, right.
Giving it to him. And tell you what, mate, I was on her side.
Yeah?
I was going, you give it to her, Shaz. That bloody bastard. After everything you've done for him. Sure, you've put on a bit of weight. But only because you've been trying to look after him and his needs.
I'm shocked. I'm appalled at his behaviour and shocked that he could go outside the marrow bed from pulling into your driveway and countering them.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it just goes to show that blokes will...
Easy. No, you're right though. It's like your ears prick up like a dog does when you hear something.
You think
and
danger.
Like you said, a few like a bang or like a slam door or like a little bit higher volume than normal. Like, and you sort of look at each other. What's that? And then you're watching a bit of telly. You put it on mute.
Yeah.
And then you hear more murmurs.
And you look at each other. You go, Did you hear?
Yeah.
What's going on?
And then there's always the big, well, and then they kick right off, and you're like, oh, here we go.
And language that'd make a sailor blush.
Oh, yeah.
He'd go, by Joves, how offensive.
No, it's everyone's got it, I'm sure.
But as I said, you've never heard a quieter street when there's a domestic. Because
yeah.
everyone's gawking.
And then you take your bins out across the road is the neighbour.
Yes.
Did you hear such and
Did
such?
you hear those guys the other week?
Oh, bloody hell, wasn't she giving it to me?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The community spirit after someone.
You just do that classic mixing the shit, isn't he?
Yeah. I can't believe he even did it.
Do you ever get a bit of that where you live in your opulent suburb?
Oh, massive.
Do you?
I don't even want to comment about mine because his is actually quite vile what he says. So
really?
I'll skip mine.
Jeez,
but,
okay.
yeah, we've called the cops many a time, but they're not even domestics. He was driving a digger in his backyard at 9:45 2 weeks ago.
Night?
At night. And you know the little light on top of the digger?
Yeah.
The orange thing? I saw that, sort of glimpse in our window.
Is he like a next door neighbour?
Kind of. It's not my direct neighbour, but he's over like the corner back fence and down. Like I'm up on the high side.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could afford at the time, so splashed out.
Yeah.
View
of the other side of the road.
of his digger. And I couldn't believe it. Gnomes was like, "What's that orange thing?" I'm like, "Is it?" No, because the guy next door is a taxi driver and he leaves his light on. And I was like, no, because it's flashing. And then I went out the back on the deck.
He hasn't turned his digger into an Uber, has he?
Very slow Uber. Great service, very slow.
Yeah. I'll drop you off, dig a pool.
And
Done.
you know the turning on a spot? I'm like, get fucked.
Yep.
And I'm like, babe, he's actually driving a digger at 9:45. Although, why am I surprised?
What day during the week was it? Like was it a school night?
Yeah, it was like a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
How long did he go till?
We went out and then he stopped not long after, so he probably went up about 10. But I don't know why I'm surprised. He was using an angle grinder over the Christmas break, like at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
so,
see, that drives me absolutely mental. The one thing that I can't stand is people who just don't think, or there's no consideration. I really, really don't like that.
I do my head in.
Yeah.
I just think, what goes through your head to... geez, what time is it? You're just curious, aren't you? I've just had some dinner, so probably I've had dinner. It might be about 7. Maybe I won't go back and use the angle grinder.
Guess the neighbours are probably wanting to go to bed now.
Yeah.
I might go outside and make a racket.
So we called the cops.
Did you really?
Yeah, we made the...
the old Dorry Evans in number 71.
We felt like such nerds. We felt like such losers. We, young, hip 30-somethings.
Can we act that out?
Oh.
Can we act that out? Can I be you? And you be the...
No, I'll do it. It's really short. Oi, babe, he's using a fucking angle grinder at 10 o'clock at night. She's like, you serious? And she's like, should I call the cops? Yeah, fucking get him. And then we sat on the deck and waited for the cops to come.
Oh,
They didn't come.
They didn't?
Well, not in the hour and a half we're out the back. So It was summer, so like really warm night. We're just sitting on the back deck. Didn't see him we called, and then at least probably 2 hours later, didn't see a thing.
Wow.
So.
I called once for a domestic that was going on, and it was getting a little bit out of hand, and I thought, this isn't good. I might just give the old wallopers a call.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were there, lights on in 10, not even 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and then there was, I think 3 or 4 coppers turned up.
Straight into it.
Yeah, because it was getting a little bit out of hand, and I thought, this is not good.
My fear was when I called them that we'd be on the back deck. We're open, like we're very plain sight because he's lower, and he looks up, and all you see is our house and our big deck, just like casting a shadow over him.
Big deck, you said?
Both.
Okay.
But yeah, and it casts a shadow over him, and I just feared that the cops turned up and they're like, oh, look, we got a noise complaint. He's like, don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, where did it come from? And I'm looking down at him, the cop's just pointing back up at me.
Woohoo!
See the guy up on his deck there? Yeah, him.
Sounded like a bloke with a beard.
Babe, call Rain and Horn. We need to list the house. We've got to move. We felt like such nerds because then, Gnomes, bless her heart, she said, maybe I should write a letter about sound violations and when you have to start and stop making sound.
It's not going to work.
Put it in their letterbox. I'm like, oh, bless your cotton socks. He's just got to fucking use it as fire paint. Put it in the fire.
Listen, love, I'm the one who's got to fight this bloke.
Exactly.
Cut it out.
100%. I'm like, you antagonise the situation. You go in there like that.
Babe, you think words hurt?
Yeah.
You got a fist in the face.
Yeah. And he's like that 40-something, like, hard-ass, like, plumber or...
Yeah.
And he's just like,
Well, if he's doing that, angle grinders at 10 o'clock at night,
he
doesn't care about your front teeth, mate.
No, he doesn't care about me or my little kitten that's resting on my lap.
Poor Bowie. Poor Bowie.
Sorry, mate. Oh, babe, there's a knock at the door while I'm watching maths with my cat on my lap. Can you get it for us?
Mate, I might tell you what, my cat nearly was a flat cat last night because I nearly murdered him. He was practicing for Mount Panorama in October coming up.
Oh, really?
And he was roaring around the house, and it's been a little bit sleep deprived in my house over the last week.
Jackie's normally well behaved.
He's usually normally well behaved. I think he's lashing out because there's another baby in the house, so he's gone from even less attention to even less attention. Yeah. So he was laying on his side, running around the dining room tables, but on his side.
Maniac.
Fruit Loop. Anyway, I went out once. It was about 3:30 this morning. I went out and I said, Jag, cut it out.
Mm.
And he looked at me like, oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry,
bro.
bad house, mate. Half an hour later, I heard the same thing. Anyway, I went out. I was going to murder him. He went, fuck, I'm out of here. Boom, downstairs. You try and catch a cat that knows you're going to kill him.
They're evasive.
Impossible. Impossible. Yep. Absolutely impossible. And I thought, right, I went back to bed. He comes in and jumps on the bed and goes, oh, I'm really sorry about that.
Sorry about earlier, mate. I was acting out.
I'm just lashing out because of the new baby. You know how it is.
Yeah.
And the poor fucking dog sitting back down outside
in the cold.
on the concrete, hasn't had any attention. I took her to the park chucked her in the back of the ute. Yeah. Took her to the park on Sunday with the family, and she's just grateful if you walk past her and look at her. Oh, thanks so much. That means the world. It's like, geez, righto. You know, where the cat's like, pat me, not there. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Up here higher. No, wrong. I'll go to mum.
Do it again.
Yeah.
You don't pat me right, I'm going to destroy your shit.
That's right.
Have it your way or my way.
Yeah, see this lounge? Gone.
Yeah.
Front door? You were going to paint it. Leave it raw.
Yeah.
I'm going to ruin this. Hey, Kiz, how's your footy tips going?
Awesome. Coming second.
Still.
Some random name, Donna, is up top by 4. She's killing it.
Donna?
Yeah, I don't know who she is. No one does, so it's a bit alarmed.
What the hell is she thinking, just having a normal name?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They do. Some people take some liberties with their name, don't they?
As I said, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, I think I'm coming 40 odd out of 70 in my footy tipping because I'm absolutely shit house. Do you know what I do? I've got this theory, and it's a good theory, but it doesn't work. I pick the favourite every week. Because I think...
Well, it should work, shouldn't it?
It should.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to pick the favourite every week. Like the bookies generally know they're not going to pay... the house always wins.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, true.
Because every now and then you get a little bit of a loose one comes through. You know, but I was thinking the other day, I was putting my tips in for this week, and I was looking at like the normal people, right? And they're very obvious who's normal.
John,
Dave. Kev.
Yeah.
You know, Kieran...
Well,
not so normal. But, you know, and I thought, yeah, cool, they're just normal guys. And then I thought, look at these absolute degenerates. Big Hot Rod Tomo, number 1 Rooster, Tiger's Daddy 49 or 69.
I'll tell you later.
And I thought, look at these absolute muppets. There's one bloke in my footy tipping competition. His name's Ravioli 69. Ravioli. I thought, mate, what are you doing? And it's not like his name is a normal Australian, like Bert Smith or something like that. And it's Ravioli 69. I thought, Jesus, mate, you must like Italian food. Yeah. That's pretty full on.
It's got to be an inside joke or something.
Oh, I've got no idea. Like,
Jesus.
It's like the Italians, they're not known for their, you know, they have their rugby and whatnot, but they're not known for
footy,
their league.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like they're just known for drinking lattes, riding mopeds and fucking people's wives. That's it.
Oh, okay. I really wanted to go to Italy, but maybe go on my own.
Don't take your wife, mate. Take someone else's wife. Yeah. Don't take my wife.
No, you're right, though. If you go through if anyone's in a footy tipping comp, go to the ladder and go find, and it'll give you a very good indicator of how serious someone is about their tipping.
Big time.
So that Tiger guy, 63, who's a big Tigers fan, he's right in there. And the ones with the funny pun names that have thought about it. It's like they're studying, they get the paper each day.
Oh, of course they do.
Yeah, they get their tips in early.
And we have a footy comp that we run through our work, and we have clients that get involved in it and all this sort of stuff. So it's good. But
I didn't get an invite. That's fine.
Are you a bloody client, mate?
I can be. I'll buy something.
We wouldn't have you.
We don't want to besmirch our name.
No. But it's always a good sort of topic of convo. If you catch up with clients, as you go on the tips last week, mate.
It is an icebreaker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Water cooler.
And as you know, I'm not a massive footy guy.
Yeah.
I used to be. Like, I played rugby and stuff as a kid, and, you know, once I started to get
to my disappointment,
the old brain box rattled around. And
you like brain cells and not that post-concussion stroke.
Yeah, can I not get CTE? You know, so I just sort of thought, hey, you know what? I don't think this game's for me. So I went and picked up some golf clubs and
a bit more money too. It's the beauty of golf. You can be rubbish. I come 35th, got $1 million.
Yeah, no,
what?
but can I just correct you there? Because to be rubbish and come in 35th, you're actually phenomenal.
Yeah, still. Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's kind of like the NBA. You're one of 11 in a team.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Where
it's all relative. Yeah, you're
Yes,
35th,
mate.
but you're 35th out of like 6 billion people who play.
there's a lot of like club pros that would go and shoot 5, 6, 7, 8 under who wouldn't even get a look in on the PGA Tour. Not even a look in.
I'm with you.
You know, so it's kind of, you know, you stand to be corrected, good sir.
Oh, sorry.
Don't you mess with my bloody golf game. Actually, I haven't played in donkeys now.
Yeah, you can tell the seriousness of how they take it, but it relates back to. It makes me think about like that's the old person version of like the cool email that you had when you were doing MSN Messenger.
Yes.
So you think about about it.
Like your very first email.
And you're pretty liberal with Zs as S's and numbers. 69 was massive.
Yeah, yep.
And it's just the old guy version of that.
What was I mean, that's the question. What was your very first email address?
I was Bobby Edge Cleaner, and then I had some underscores and numbers. So it's fucking weird. Like, why?
Bobby Edge Cleaner?
I didn't have a business that I was promoting. Like, what? I was... So, essentially...
Hi there, good buddy. I'm Bobby Edge Cleaner. You want your edges cleaned?
My sister
Call now.
was helping
What are you, from
me...
the 20s? Shoe shine. Come here. I'll give you a good edge cleaner. Call
In
now.
hindsight, it's kind of got a bit of...
Bobby Edge Cleaner spark plugs.
innuendo to it, too.
That
as well.
is so good.
But my sister was helping me set up my old Hotmail so I could get stuck into some MSN.
Yes.
She
Tune
said,
those broads.
Yeah, with that sick email. And I go, I want something really like simple, like just a name.
Bobby Edge Cleaner.
And I was like, what about Bobby? That's just like a grandfather's name sort of thing. But I was like, what about just Bobby?
And Bobby's taken.
If I could
Bobby
get
1,
Bobby
2.
at Hotmail, I'd be like, how cool is that? I was like, okay, Bobby 1. And she's like, no, it's going to be so done in a million variations. So I looked around the computer room, and she's sitting there, and I'm like,
and you were sort of rubbing thingy. She goes, stop cleaning that edge. You're brilliant.
Locked eyes on the vacuum, and it was like an old Miele or whatever it is, and it just said on the side in a little like plaque, Edge Cleaner.
Was that what it was from?
That was it. I had Bobby, and I just looked around the room, showing my simple brain.
I don't think it's simple, mate.
Edge Cleaner.
I think it's just so crazy it might work.
Do you want to know the annoying thing?
What's that?
I had to use underscores and ones.
Did you? So it was already taken.
I was like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
So that was mine, but I had a lot of mates who one mate had the word corruption in his, like, as all 14-year-olds know about corruption.
When's he get out?
Yeah.
God,
he's a lifer.
If that's not a cry for help, I don't know what is.
But the corruption had a K and it had some Zs and there was heaps of P. And the girl always had the word Lil or little, like Lil Miss.
When you think about it, they were a generation ahead of their time. Look at all the new mumble rappers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Lil Mumbles out there.
We had little Waynes on our hands. We didn't even know.
Yeah, but he had to have Lil underscore Wayne. God damn it, it's already taken.
They had, there was always Lil and sexy. If someone had it, it was always SXY and underscores galore. You try and eliminate underscores now.
All of the girls I knew in high school, all their emails should have been Lil Boobs.
Shots fired. Cop that, 14-year-olds.
That was horrible. I'm ashamed of that, actually.
Oh, really? Hey, don't be ashamed. We're all friends here.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was like, everyone was very liberal on Zs and 69s and underscores.
Yeah, well, my my first email, and I remember setting it up. It was quite exciting. It was quite exciting setting up your first email.
It is. Now you've got multiple for works and whatever, and all those weird aliases that I run. But
free trials.
Yeah, free trials. I still haven't paid for Netflix once.
Yeah.
Kieran 1, Kieran 2, Kieran 3.
That's right.
There's a lot of numbers, Netflix.
Kieran 471. Netflix is like, I think this is the same IP address. What's going on here?
You're very business minded. Yours would have been Kevin Proprietary Limited.
Yeah. Master Bunting Pty Ltd.
I've patented my name.
Yeah, well, that's TM.
If you want any work done, pay it into my ABN. Yeah. You're 14. Shut up.
Yeah, fuck that. Gmail, you loser. Mine's Kevin@Bunting.
Your own domain.
I bought it for $1.
Brilliant.
It's worth 50 cents now. No, my first email address was Meter Eater. I know.
Where did you get that from?
No idea.
So if you're a front rower in footy, they'll be, oh, geez, he's a meat. He just gets in there and he eats up the meters. But that's not you. That wasn't...
No. I was an inside centre to start with. So.
Meter eater.
I've got no idea what... Or actually, it's similar to when I used to play like computer games and whatnot before I had to bloody well grow up.
Yeah.
But you know how you always had to you have to put in your name if you're gonna make a character, and I'd never save it. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I just literally turn it off at the wall.
Yeah.
I'll start again.
Back in the day, we had to take the memory card out of the PlayStation.
Yeah, and you'd lend it to your mate so he could download some stuff and all that sort of stuff. And before you chipped your PlayStation.
Yeah, that's right.
So you get those bloody forged games.
Yeah, that's so good.
But I forget what I was saying now.
Oh, you were just explaining to the world about meter eater.
Oh, meter eater. I've got no idea. Yeah, I've got no idea. Oh, but yeah, putting names into computer games.
Yeah.
So I would always just write QWERTY.
Yeah,
because it was QWERTY. Because it was literally just the easiest, and everyone does that.
My gaming alias was always Jonathan Peppertooth. Because when you do FIFA games, you have to have it.
What's with you and all these you sound like a character out of Austin Powers.
When you play like FIFA and you be a manager, you have to have a first and last. I'm like, okay, well, fuck. And then I thought of it, and then
that should have been the name of this podcast. Actually, Jonathan Peppertooth, name of my sex tape.
No, meter eater. It obviously signals that you're a weird child, and after having a chat with your dad at your wedding, it explains a lot.
Hang on a minute, I didn't know you had a chat with my dad. Did you really?
Oh yeah, no, he explained a few stories, and now it all makes sense.
Can you share any? I didn't know this happened actually.
They were explicit.
Really?
They were about 10 schooners deep, and
yeah, right.
He was just sharing to the world.
Was he? Yeah, I know my uncle was pretty hammered too, actually.
Good wedding.
But he's
sorry you all couldn't make it.
Uncle Kev, he's good value actually. He's bloody good. He introduced me to Billy Birmingham. Was it 12th Man or whatever it is?
Oh, brilliant.
Back in the day.
That was one of the first comedy things that got me into comedy. I love comedy.
Yeah.
The way he crafted. I mean, now that you look back on it, slightly racist some things. Not really, but yeah, okay, they were.
Sign of the times.
Yeah,
we've all changed.
The way he, the one I listened to, The Final Dig, where they're trying... Richie Benaud's quitting and they want to get him back.
Oh, come on, Rich.
Yeah, it's so good. It's one of the best things I've ever heard.
I remember wandering around high school just going, oh, got in. Yeah, shove it up your ass. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, they should be carrying him on his shoulders, these bastards.
Exactly. Or, Kevin, that's not a school jumper. Oh, sorry, which one would you like me to wear? Would you like me to wear the cream, the beige, the bone, the ivory, the white, the off-white? Just go to class.
If anyone... You don't even have to be a fan. I didn't love cricket as a kid. I do now, but... that is just genuine. If you get it,
properly funny.
Just go back, listen, and you just need a gist of who they are, like their caricatures.
Yeah.
And what he does is unbelievable. He's kind of fallen off the face of the earth. But.
Well, you got to think when was I in high school? 17 years ago. When I would have probably first.
And that's kind of when it was.
Listened to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so funny.
He's very good.
He was so funny.
That's back in the day when I used to you know when the obviously YouTube and that it was they'd have the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, and they put it on Channel 10. It was a big thing. I used to tape it, and then I'd if you have 2 VCRs, you could tape the ones you liked onto another tape, and I'd break it down. I was cutting film before anyway.
Jesus.
Yeah, so you have 2 running, and you'd play it, and then the other one would be recording, and you just play your favourite, and then you stop it.
Wow.
And then you... Oh, mate, I was weird.
Were you that mate, or did you have a mate, but I reckon you were this mate, that everyone would give you their blank CDs and you'd burn their songs on it for them?
We won't go down into my downloading history, but yeah, definitely. Then I'd put... you remember we used to write the song names and that on text? Yeah. But I don't know why I did that. It was VCR. I remember I had 2 VCRs. We had one that I'd steal off Mum and Dad, and then I saved up to get one.
You basically had the meth lab of VCRs.
I don't know. And I found the tapes, and some work, some don't. But then it was, you remember the show The Panel? Way back?
Yep.
Oh, all-time favourite show.
Yeah, good show. Really good show, actually.
So I used to take the funny bits out and make my own mix. And
Did you really?
I get my brother to come over because he moved out.
Yep.
And they're like, Juzzy, come look at this. And then I'd show him funny bits. So essentially I was making highlight reels So he was 18 and he was out having
Yep.
fun. And I was showing him highlight reels of good shows.
Did you think he manipulated you into just getting the best bit so he could come back
Possibly.
and watch them and save some time?
Now that I'm 30 odd, and I'm starting to think that he's manipulated me into this, but oh, what a sad child.
No, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I remember giving a guy CDs at school and going, mate, I want the new Frog Stomp album. Can you get this? Or like new Rage Against the Machine or you know, whatever it was, Metallica. Yeah, like
Aqua.
Yeah. I'm really into Enya.
Yeah.
I'm very centered.
I'm very zen. My chakras.
Yeah, God, they're so out of alignment. No, it was.
I was definitely that guy though.
Yeah, I can kind of tell that you were that guy actually.
Run a
As soon
little
as you mentioned that you were running Julies, dual VCRs.
What 14-year-old had dual VCRs?
That's insane. Your parents have got a lot to answer for.
Yes.
You know?
No, one was then we had the telly that had the one built into it, so I just needed to steal mum and dad's and do it. But,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've still got the tapes. I might have to have a look at them, but yeah, no. Now that I say it out loud, it's a bit sad.
We're all here for you, mate.
Yeah.
That's it, Kizza.
Sweet.
Done and dusted. Number 6 in the books.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that was good fun. As always, it's nice to sort of sit at this table, look across into the bluest of blue eyes I ever did see.
Like an ocean.
Oh, you'd just get lost in there, wouldn't you?
Stop looking at me now.
Deeper
I
there.
don't know where to look.
Have you gone red?
Yeah, a little bit. Or is that the red beard?
No, it could be blood pressure, actually.
Call an ambulance.
No, that was good. Once again, everyone, thanks for tuning in. We've been getting actually some pretty good downloads, I must say, which is... It's a surprise, but it's a really nice surprise. So, you know, if you could once again jump on our socials, jump on on YouTube, and give us a like, give us a follow, comment, get involved if you can. Send us an email to noqualificationspodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys and sort of hear what you guys think and you know what your thoughts are.
Who do you think's listening?
Well,
Like,
let me just turn this bed down.
We know that we're getting listens because you can run a report or whatever, but who is listening?
Well, I don't know them by a name.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't expect you to.
I can have a look at the back end of things and it will tell me where people are from and all this sort of stuff. And
does it?
It sure does.
What do we got?
And it's I'd love more Australian listeners, to be honest.
Oh, they're dogging us.
By thunder, I want to get on Home and Away one day. I want to be one of those river boys or whatever they are.
Before Alf or Marilyn Carkin.
Maybe it could be like Alf's illegitimate son, and I just come back. Yeah, stone the flaming crows. Where'd you come from?
It was a Friday night at the disco. And
Yes. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
So we're going to end up like Human Nature.
We will.
Where Human Nature were an outcast in this country, laughed at.
Yes.
Now they've got residency in Vegas and they're cajillionaires.
Well, mate, I tell you what.
An official number, by the way.
We're going to be moving to the United Arab Emirates.
Oh, yeah.
So put on your shawl.
We might have to curb some of this, what we've been saying.
Jess, pack your headscarves. We're out of here.
Why? Which part?
Well, we've got we're actually getting a few downloads from Qatar, of all places.
Holy shit!
Yeah, Hollywood's listening. LA.
Oh, the bright lights.
The bright lights. Yeah.
Do we move there? Pretend to be actors?
I could definitely see myself at Bel Air.
Oh, you've just had a kid though.
Kim and
got
Kanye. Sup?
Yeah, put us up in your pool house, which is 5 times bigger than a normal house.
Well, yeah, but you put us up in your pool mansion.
Yeah.
So
LA, bright lights, Qatar.
Bit in like Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, like the major sort of stuff which it tracks.
But not enough, you're saying.
I'd love more. Like, I'd really love more. There's maybe 20% of our audience is coming from there, which is still pretty good.
We're trying our best, so it's not entirely our fault.
I've got a lot more to give.
And if we're appreciated in Qatar and West Hollywood, then so be it.
They just get us.
When we become big and then 60 Minutes comes knocking and says how did it all started, we're going to deny that we're even Australian.
We'll turn our back and we'll be like Rebel Wilson.
You know how Ben Simmons, they always, like, because he did play a little bit of rugby league and AFL as a kid, mainly AFL.
Yep.
Well, when Australian sort of Melbourne-centric people interview him, like a news or paper or something, they always try and hammer home the AFL thing.
Of course.
Oh, you love AFL? Do you watch it now? And like Andrew Bogan and that.
Yeah.
But he's like, not really. And then when he's in New South Wales and that, they're like, oh, you played rugby. Like, yeah, it was for a season. There was nothing else to do. Sorry. And they're trying to get.
Bro, I'm getting
something
$6 million a year. I'm
with
still
Kendall.
basically a rookie.
Yeah, I'm Kendall Jenner.
I'm just running lengths through the Kardashians.
It's no one in Philadelphia is safe.
No. Jeez.
So we're going to be like that. When you come and knocking because you've let us down, I'm going to deny. I've got Scottish heritage. I'm going to say I'm Scottish.
I'm just going to sign with Roxy Jasenko and just see if I can get on Neighbours or something. I'm like, Kizza, nah, he really turned his back on Australia. I'm here for you guys. I believe in you.
You could have had Hugh Jackman, but you're going to get a human nature. We're going to deny it.
Oh, it's so funny. It's well, anyway, yeah, it's
Is there an official greeting we can say thank you to Qatar? Maybe we'll work on that next week.
Yeah, I've got to brush up on my...
I'll just say thank you because it'll become racist, whatever else I say.
Yeah, we don't want to do that, Kizza.
No, they're helping us.
We don't want to do that. No, it's been wonderful. 6 episodes in. I don't know really... I was thinking the other day, I don't know really what we thought when we were sort of starting this, even for numbers and whatnot, of what we were going to do.
Yeah, you sort of just put it out in the ether and see what happens.
I didn't know what to expect. Had no idea. I had no idea. But...
I'm pretty proud of what we got so far.
Yep.
It's definitely... We've done a... Oh, no, it's tooting your own horn. But we've done a very good job because some other popular podcasts, you listen to the early ones, we're murdering what they did. So it's all finding your feet.
Yeah, look, it's still, lots to improve. And as I said, send us a DM us on Insta, give us a follow, jump on, subscribe to our YouTube. I'd love to build that up a little bit more if we could. But yeah, we'll get there.
Insta,
we're just
YouTube.
pups. We're just pups at this podcasting business.
Yeah. Better mention Podbean too, because we do have. Most people get it probably through the podcast app, iTunes, and that. But we are, as any app is, podcast is, it's on Podbean. So
yeah, Podbean has been good.
What does Kevin say?
Like, subscribe, give us...
You bastard! How dare you?
Maybe this is the last one. I've gone in on Kev.
You? Right, you've picked a very powerful enemy.
The other 50% of my own pod.
I can literally turn you right down, and all they'll hear is, "Oh, turn me back up, mate."
You rapscallion.
I've got a voice.
Kevin, come on.
See you next week, everyone.
See you guys.